Hey guys, welcome to part 4 of the ship series. I still have my headset on in Discord, so I apologize if I get interrupted. But anyway, today we're going to make some more progress on the ship. It's coming along nicely, and so in the last couple videos so I guess in the first one we started out with the framing, and then the second and
I
third
don't
one we
want to
started
continue
placing
on the plating. I
engines
kind of want to
and
leave the
plating.
plating where it's at,
I told you I'd get interrupted.
and tried to get everything bolted and wired, and then start working on the cockpit.
I'm going to
That,
start on the hard points, I think.
yeah. Well, that too, and that way, because I think we're at a point where I don't want to continue with the plating until we know it's flying well.
I agree with you. And it looks cool like this too. I honestly wouldn't be upset if we left it as a semi-skeleton. Obviously this wall needs to be paneled, but
Yeah. No, I get
yeah.
that.
Like it
And
looks nice.
also,
Yeah.
there's those energy filled walls that we could put on the cargo doors on the
That's a good
sides
point.
and the
That's a good
front.
idea.
And so I was thinking that might be a good way to
Yep.
not have to do like hinged doors. Maybe on the front if we ever make this once they release like ground vehicles and things like that. But
Yeah, the back definitely needs to be plated, but there's a
yeah.
lot of things that I feel like we could definitely not plate and get away with it. But yeah, I'm gonna start on the hard points and see where I get.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just start cabling and piping stuff probably. So like the generators, if you think they're in their final place, I think they're fine. Um,
The gen
Yeah, put the pipe
the
sockets,
only
cable
th
sockets on them
I
and
was gonna say
stuff.
the only thing with the generators is we might remove some, but that's about it. All I can think of. Because that is actually kind of
It's just 20.
funny.
I feel like 20 is going to be about the right amount.
Okay,
I
that's
don't
fine
know.
then.
We'll see.
I
Yeah.
mean, we'll find out
It
really
doesn't hurt to
quickly.
have extras. And we'll have to have radiators too. I'll probably add some hard
Well, I had an
points
idea with
somewhere
the
for those.
Yeah, you can put them somewhere for now, but I kind of had an idea to use them as decorative panels for these angled pieces where where I'm kind of floating around
It's
in
not a bad
here.
idea. Yeah,
You know, because
I
since
like
they
that.
kind of have, and then we can array them that way. Since I really don't know where else to put them,
Okay.
I figured that would
Yeah.
be a solid like
It's not going to need very
choice.
many because there's cooling racks, but yeah.
Well, you need the cooling racks aren't infinite, but like they actually
The
do deplete over time, and then once they hit zero, they stay at zero
I've
until you
never
recharge them.
had one deplete. They reduce, but it's only because the coolant flows to the radiators. I think it's a closed system.
I don't know.
I was told back in alpha that they didn't deplete. The bar went down just because the coolant was transferring to radiators. However, that's also old news.
I mean, we'll find out really quickly once we start doing testing and things like that. We can watch the numbers and see if it's going up or staying the same. If it's a system that has to be recharged, or if it's a self-sustaining system.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Oh,
Okay, so I'm just
I just
gonna
did a
attack
bunch
it
of.
right now.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna start working at the cockpit
Yeah.
because it sounds fun.
If you need a modular cockpit, let me know. And I could take the better one from my Bumblebee also that works much more effectively.
I think we're gonna have to do our own cockpit for this guy,
Okay.
which is fine.
There's nothing wrong
And
with
you know
that.
what I
It's
mean?
not that hard.
It's really not. Yeah, it's really not that hard. Um, I'm just trying to think how I want to enter the cockpit. I'm kind of under the assumption we have the ability to walk on walls and things like that, and I'm thinking about just making a sideways ramp up into the cockpit, if I'm gonna be honest. Because in using decals to make like a pathway on the wall, the inside of the wall, to show that hey, if you just click here, you can walk in and up.
Yeah, whatever you think.
I don't know. I mean, they have the mechanic in the game. You might as well use it. I don't know.
Building a little framing loop for these hard points, and then oh, it's a 24 plus a 36. How convenient. Someone randomly messaged me.
I should open up your stream.
Watch this gripping content. How do you whisper, isn't it? It's /W. Nice. Everyone gets to listen to me frantically banging my keyboard.
What's going on?
Someone's messaging me. I think I remember him in voice chat, but his name is different. He's wanting to be added to the group in game.
Why?
Well, presumably because he just hasn't been added and he's been in Discord.
Bye.
But got the whole world messaging me, dude. Oh my goodness. If I get online and then
Mr. Popular here.
oh my. Those are probably not spaced the same. Yeah, Panda, but it's like the bad kind of popular. It's like someone always needs something. It's like, oh, can you come over and help me tomorrow at 3 o'clock? Like, oh, I need to set this up. And then like oh, I need added, but honestly, I can't complain though because Sin does probably more than I do.
I feel bad for Sin half the time.
Yeah, I know.
He never just gets to really do anything except like work.
He does a lot. He really does a lot. He seems to like it though, so.
Wait, they have pilot chair sides?
Wait, really?
Yeah, when did
Yeah,
that
how long has that existed for?
Hold on a second. I don't believe it. Give me a second here.
What's this, 96 maybe?
Oh my gosh, they do. Look, come look at this. How did we not know about that? That actually, my tie's not done anymore.
Let me see this. Oh, there's armrests.
No, I'm guessing you can put panels on that.
Oh, I bet you can. Oh, dang, I wish I would have known about that. Yeah, I bet you can put. You should try putting a slider on it and see if it's powered.
Hold on.
I bet you. I bet you it is. Does the slider fit? I mean, sort of. Yeah. Either way, that's cool. You can cable the sliders individually if you have to.
Well, I mean, look at the bottom. It looks like they have a little spot for that where you're going to be able to wire them.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, but you can cable the sliders individually. They don't have to be on a panel.
I don't know. I saw
That's
that and I
cool,
was like,
though.
what the heck?
Man, I just got turned around. Over here.
I just thought that was kind of cool.
It is cool.
Probably not going to use them, but that's okay.
I always thought the chair looked a little bit weird without any form of armrest.
I mean, you are a robot. You really don't need armrests.
Yeah, but still. You don't really need a chair either.
True. But that's how they plug into the Matrix, you know? Let's see.
Says Dan Joker. Why can't I find this? Why can't I find him? Why can't I find him in Discord? That's so strange. I could have sworn I saw him in Discord the other day.
Who?
DJ Storm Max. What? He's not here. I bet you it's DJ. Like the DJ the miner. I'm gonna go ask him. Hey DJ, was it you asking to join the group?
Yeah.
Okay, see, I was confused because your name was different. Because we have two DJs in the group.
Oh, really?
So that's why I was like, "What's your Discord name?" Because I tried to search the DJ Storm, and obviously it didn't show up. So that's why I was curious.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad Danjo got you.
Yeah.
All right, sorry about that. I'm gonna head back down, talk with Bandit.
No worries.
Okay. Yeah, it was DJ. I didn't realize he changed his name. Oh. That's a problem. Well, let's try that.
I'll do that. That's better. Then.
So I am adding some extra beams to these, which normally I wouldn't do. But it saves on cable limit, and I might actually put a piece of conduit between each of the hardpoints and then use minimal cable.
Ah, I see.
Because I just want to make sure we don't run into cable limit problems. What I'm thinking is probably a little bit overkill, but...
Oh god, who's calling me now?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the girlie. She can. I can't even talk to her. My phone's at 1%.
Plug it in.
Just did. Call her back later. I already talked to her today. Dang. That's my mind span.
I wouldn't say I'm an authority on the subject, but I think maybe your mindset's a little bit off for your priorities. But whatever.
It's okay. I talk to her literally every day.
Yeah.
No. He's fine.
Okay, so those have connecting beams that should be very structurally structurally sound. Now can I put a conduit or a duct? I wonder how long that is. Probably one. $92. Oh yeah, that's real good. Yeah, so I'll save a ton of pipe limit by doing it this way. You know, I guess the dev's mindset kind of makes sense. Like, they're forcing us to build our ships in a more performance-friendly way. I feel like it could be a bit less restrictive, but understandable at least. Let's see how much of an effect that had. Yeah, so that's only 84 out of 10,000, putting ducts between all of these yaw thrusters. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I missed a batch, but still. So it saves, and if I would have done that, it probably would have been like probably nearly 1,000 out of 10,000 of pipe limit. Definitely a good one to add to the tips and tricks.
Let me see how I want to lay out the control panel here.
Make it cool.
I know, I'm working on it. I'm making it a 2-seater cockpit, by the way.
Nice.
So it won't be, your main pilot won't be centered on the ship, I don't think. But I think we can aesthetically make it look a lot cooler. Because that's all that matters in this game, right? Aesthetics.
That's exactly right. Alright, I'm adding the first pipes. Yeah, I think you'll like how I'm doing this. I actually think this is probably the best way to do this. For a large ship at least.
Right, today's National Potato Day.
Wait, really?
That's what she called me about. I just read her voicemail.
I feel like that's very important.
You're telling me. I mean, I live in Idaho, so.
Yeah.
Potato.
I'm not being facetious either. Like, I know a lot of people would be like, "Oh, Virtual's being facetious." No, dude, potatoes are very close to my heart.
You're telling me. I'm literally surrounded by them. I really want to do a 45-degree angle on the cockpit on the edges.
I really want to make it more complicated.
Yeah. I know that's what you're saying, but at the same time, I'm like, it would look so good if done right.
You gotta check out how this cabling is. I'm like kind of proud of it. It's so innovative.
I actually might be able to.
Alright, now I do that all over again.
God. can I put this where I think I want to put it? That would be a negatory. Does not want to snap on those.
I love how the cables fit in the pipes. If you know what I mean. I'm actually gonna like use that because I think it looks nicer.
No, I always do that.
Yeah, like I route the cables through the pipes. Yeah, it's so much cleaner. We'll have to do some manual naming on things like these side thrusters because they're not in a group, but they need to be. That might not work. Yep. Oh. Okay, we should have piped yaw thrusters now. Hopefully. I need some kind of a wiring loop for this.
Oh, that's gonna look cool if I can pull that off.
Oof, what would that be? 48? And once
All right,
again, the 36 saves the day.
What do you think about that kind of a layout?
Now let's see it. Ooh. Oh, I love that. That's awesome. That's really good. I hope we don't have that many buttons. Actually, we're gonna have that many buttons.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why I really wanted
Yeah.
a big control panel. But
It better be
figure-
covered in blade. It might not do anything, but no, we'll just individually control the cargo lock beams.
I don't know if we really want to put the sliders there. I mean, we can always put them on the
Nah,
side
dude,
walls.
hide the
behind.
sliders.
Yeah,
I would
that's what
put
figured.
like the throttle in the reverse thruster,
You know what?
or
would
put
be
the throttle
really
like
cool?
right in the middle, so it looks really cool.
I wonder if you can YOLO a sensitivity slider, like a slider that actually messes with how sensitive your inputs are.
Oh yeah, easy. I can do that.
And that would be a cool slider to have on the middle of the
Yeah,
middle
what you do
between the
is you
seats.
change the turtle mode value. So like you can click a button to turn turtle mode on and off, and then when turtle mode is on, the slider controls what the value of turtle mode is.
Why don't we just do that and just keep turtle mode, or not name it? Don't name it necessarily turtle mode, but keep it like 0 to 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, just one
and
slider.
Then the slider, and then that one slider can control. You can have max output instantly, or you can have it gradually.
I like that. That's such a good idea. Let's do that for sure.
That
And I can program it.
is
It's like
patented.
it's super easy.
Anyone watching, leave us alone.
Yeah. Yeah, no one's allowed to use that.
Because
I wish
that
that's
would
how
be
that worked. Yeah.
Yeah. I said it first, though it's mine.
Yeah, I can't actually think of any. I was gonna do it on the Bumblebee, believe it or not.
But
Yeah, like I was gonna
we
add
should
it. But I
definitely
didn't.
should do that then,
Oh yeah,
because that actually sounds really nice.
I would use it. Like I would definitely use it.
Oh yeah. We should make a module for that too. Once you
Oh,
get the
it's easy. You don't even need to. You don't have to use YOLO at all. It's like super easy. All right, I have a mounting system for the maneuver thrusters. It's a little weird, but it'll work.
Now I have to beam up the actual panel to actually make it fit on there. I hope we have a little, like, extra spots for buttons for people if they want to put, like, mining lasers or something later on. You know what I mean? They have that in the room for reading.
Are you wanting to sell the ship or what?
I mean, do you want to make money?
I mean, I don't know.
Or do you want to keep this a Zenith exclusive?
Like, I feel like selling like 10 of them would be fun, but at the same time, that's not a great way to make money. See, the beautiful thing about this game is that you can slap a gigantic Zenith lettering on the side and no one can remove it.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing.
Let's see.
I feel like these hard points aren't attached. I have to check them. I'm gonna go around and check these. So that's right there. Okay. Alright. The thrusters are hard pointed, at least the maneuverable ones. Wonder what damage that did to our part count. We're not even, I mean, actually we are. We're almost exactly halfway to part count. Voxel volume's a bigger problem, but I think we got it. Yeah, I mean, all this cockpit
Kitty,
stuff is
I
gonna
hear
increase
you.
it. That's such a cool frame. I love it. I just gotta make it structural.
Been pretty good about keeping it structural the whole time.
Yeah. Man, I don't want to. See, the thing is that I need I need to run all of these hard points to the main container bus thing down there. Should I just go ahead and, I guess, do the damage and add the extra rows of containers down here underneath the ship?
I think so.
We can do 5 rows. Just get it over with, and hopefully it's not a
Give
problem.
you 5 rows. I'm curious how many containers that makes it.
It's gonna be a lot.
I know. We might have to do some. I'm curious if that's good. We're gonna have to add extra beams to support it.
No, I don't think so. They're all sitting on beams. It's really not a problem. It actually is like it was made for it.
Well,
Containers are so laggy. Okay, it's not happy. Fine, I'll do these 2 at a time. Do it the hard way. Oh yeah, we do need to come up with a name. Anyone that's watching have a name suggestion? I know Sovereign was full of name suggestions last time we were doing this. Oh, and also Panda, guess what? So the last 2 streams we've done have been 2 hours and 14 minutes. They were like 20 seconds apart in the ending time. Like completely by accident.
basically, that's when we start feeling poopy. Is that
Yeah,
what
that's
you're
what I was
telling me?
saying. So my attention span must be 2 hours and 14 minutes.
No way that actually worked. No way that lines up.
Wait, do I need to come up and look?
Just the 45-degree angle beams. It just, you know how we have trouble lining things up. This thing just lined up perfectly in our little cuboid
What?
dealio. That way I can.
I'm confused. Where?
Right where I have it right here.
Oh, frick.
Because I have to link that.
Oh,
to
no,
be
that
able
makes
to-
sense. That makes sense that lines up.
Yeah, I just
That's nice. I like it.
usually it's not that easy.
Yeah. I bet this will put us above 14 mil for the voxel volume. Probably almost to 15.
That should be literally perfect for that.
All the people watching are AFK because they don't have name suggestions. Or just as stumped as we are. I think Excalibur is the name. I think that's the best one we've thought of so far. What do you think, Panda?
I like it.
Maybe when we're done we get it plated and and decal mainly, I guess. We'll have a better idea.
We're gonna name it Excalibur. I'm putting a legitimate round table behind the pilot seat.
See, that would be sick.
With the giant Z on the table.
I need to make a Zenith logo. I think I can. Okay, let's see how much damage that did to the build budget. Oof, 15 mil on the voxel volume. So just those containers was 1.5 mil.
How many containers though? That's a lot.
Oh yeah, there's a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
How many lengths
13,
though?
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Okay, so there's 38, so there's 190 containers.
That's not bad.
Was that math right? I think so. Yeah. Some really fast math. I'm actually quite happy with having 190 containers. It fits nicely. I mean, we could probably stack them on top of each other too. Oh no, not quite. Never mind. Okay, that's where we leave it. That's some nice armor for the bottom too. So methinks we do some conduit here. Dude, I freaking hate conduit. Can't believe I'm doing this. All in the name of performance friendly. I'm gonna do a top conduit as well, because I feel like that's important for durability. I've never designed a ship, but I was wondering if it'd be better to bolt the containers to the top plate instead of the bottom for center of mass. Well, it's best to bolt the containers to the middle, however we have a hanger in the middle. I think in this case the bottom is best because we have a bridge on top, so it might offset that weight pretty well. And we've also offset the plasma thrusters just slightly to hopefully adjust for that. It might get changed around later if we find that it needs adjustment. The ship has a spinal cord. Absolutely. Yeah, if you have any questions, just ask me. You even do like kind of Q&A kind of thing for building. Help everyone with information. Alright, Panda, right below your flight seat is a conduit that you can use for cabling and pipes.
In the name of aesthetics. Oh.
What? Just more complex?
Well, I want these hinges I have here to have a little. Those are gonna be the button. You're gonna be able to push a button, and those will be the way you get into the cockpit. Is just through those.
Oh, nice. I'm glad you're figuring that out. Oh. I thought you were talking about the top of the ship itself.
No.
He's saying bolt the containers to the. I don't think it matters. Like, honestly, I really don't think it matters. I mean, maybe it's slightly closer to the center of mass, but I'm not moving it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he's saying bolt the containers maybe to the bottom of the hangar floor instead of the bottom paneling of the ship. Yeah, which, I mean, honestly, there's nothing wrong with doing it that way. It would work just as well. Actually, see, if I bolted the containers to the top plate, then I couldn't run the cable into the containers and use the containers as wires. So, like, I have the containers on the bottom, so I can connect all the thrusters to the containers and basically have a redundant cabling system all the way to the back of the ship through the containers. And it won't affect my cable limit if I do that. So that's the reason why they're there. Like, the ship would have probably... I mean, we weren't really going to put many containers, but we thought it would be good. And this conduit spine along the top is basically backup in case the containers get blown up for some reason. And then also power connection for the bridge. So hopefully...
Always run double the cable.
Yes, we'll have 6 redundant lines to the front of the ship, is the idea. From the back to the front of the ship. Yay for 15 million voxel volume. Almost to 1,000 on the pipe limit.
We are definitely gonna push the well, basically to the edge on almost everything on this on the whatchamacallit, on the budget.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's the only way. I'm definitely worried about the cable limit. That's why I'm trying to start just from right now.
I was gonna say, it looks like you're doing really well on the cables right now.
Yeah, I'm trying, but I'm trying to be very cognizant of where the cable limit is. Yeah, I mean, considering we have some thrusters already wired up, I think it's not too bad. But I bet you it's still going to be close because there's a lot of stuff to cable. Yeah, the conduits are really nice, actually. Like, I don't want to use them because it's extra complexity, but the amount of budget it gives is just great. I didn't consider the fact that the top ones don't really need that conduit. Ah, but they do. That side should have this plating.
You select a lot of plating. What you doing?
I gotta mirror this whole side. I forgot about it.
Just be wary that you have half
I
of the
know.
other side of the
I
ship.
realize that. It's not hard to deselect it though.
I know. I was just mentioning. You got some on the top and bottom.
Boop. And now I should have what I want selected. Do you see anything else? I don't think so. 6 hours. Okay, I saw 1 hour and I got scared. I was like, oh no.
Wait, is that another update?
Yeah, but it's in 6 hours, not 1 hour.
Oh.
It's just the
Dude, when are they gonna
durations.
add moon mining?
Yeah, no, we're not ready for it though.
I mean, I don't care if we're ready or not for it. If they said moon mining was, I'm taking a Belka out. Gonna try it anyway.
I'm not sure which plates on this actually connect. Not those. Ah, that one does. Wait, is this backwards?
We put VTOL on this. I'm almost half tempted to put a rangefinder on the bottom.
Oh, that would be easy. Yeah,
To see how close we are to the ground.
I could do that. Dude, I'm having a lot of trouble getting this panel to snap right.
Which one?
This side piece. I should have just done it by hand.
I mean, you could always just place it and then move small sections of it at a time.
It's all janky though because it's two pieces.
Remember, it might be because the bottom shell still needs to be moved forward.
Did you not move the bottom shell forward yet?
No.
Oh god.
It still needs to get moved up just a hair.
The game does not like me trying to fix this problem. Eh? No. Why is it not snapping? What's it hitting? It doesn't want to move up. It's hitting something when it moves up. Are those just... Oh, they are center. I'm just looking at it badly. Okay. I think I got it. It just... I'm trying to disable snapping to get it where I want it. But then I know that then it won't be straight if I just disable snapping. Oh, it is actually snapped. Okay, didn't look like it, but it is. Okay, that's where it should be. It probably needs to be trimmed down a bit, but it is on there. That's not right. Okay, now that I'm cabling stuff, I'm starting to find problems.
On what?
This piece isn't in the middle. the easy fix. Oh wait, no, it should be on this one. What am I doing? Those bottom ones get wired separately, so that'll be interesting. I have a bad feeling when you have to auto bolt and weld and then check your durability, this guy says. I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem. Those might be famous last words.
I mean, I've done enough ships at this point to feel relatively confident about what we have going on here.
I'm certainly not confident, but simultaneously I'm not too worried.
I'm confident about our durability. I'm just not confident about the budget.
Oh yeah, we can get, like, getting the ship to fly is the easy part. Well, it's just getting it to fly on the budget. Alright, I'm gonna try to completely cable these top engines now. Always start with your pipes, kids. It's going to be really hard to diagnose issues on this ship. Because I have a feeling there's going to be some issues. With like the cabling and stuff, just because there's so much of it. It's going to be really hard to get it right.
I mean, that's we'll get there when we get there.
Yep.
Those type of issues I try not to think about because then I wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah. I'm not going to say that I'm worried, but I'm definitely worried. Well, I mean, we're going to have, like... It might just come down to that we basically just... If we have a problem, we just delete everything where that problem is. Like, all of the cabling until we find it. I feel like that'll probably be the best way to do it. Unfortunately. Simultaneously, though, I'm trying to be intelligent with what I do.
Alright, the bottom shell is fixed. Holy crap, that took a minute. Kind of
Nice.
scoot
Good for
everything up
you.
over one... Kind of move everything 12 centimeters, basically.
Alright, let's see how our cables are looking. Only 1,000. Nice. That makes me very happy. I think we're doing a good job. I mean, hopefully those aren't famous last words. I'm known for those. I could have used a piece of conduit there. Nah, it's fine. Use too much conduit, then you start hitting your item limit. So I think there's a bit of a balance between conduit and pipe. Oop, I missed one. Alright. That's a sizable amount of piping completed, and I have more messages to read. Okay. I want to link those up here now. That's that beam, isn't it? Ugh. I'm just gonna cable that. I know that, but I'm trying not to hurt the object limit either, because our object limit is also a problem. So I'm kind of avoiding doing small segments of duct and only using large segments of duct to span large distances, and then doing the small sections with pipe, because so we avoid hurting the object limit. All that being said, it's going to be close. It's going to be close on multiple regards. Yeah, so like everything that we're doing is like every single thing we do, plating, framing, piping, everything is trying to consider our build limit, because yeah, I mean, we in the first episode of the build series we completely rebuilt the frame because it wasn't efficient enough. So that's where we're at this point. Yeah, speaking of efficiency, Panda, you could use floor panels for the interior. Yeah, because they use like core of the voxel, but yeah, and they look better. But whatever. They might not work with the.
I'm working on the shell right now.
Nice. It looks good. I'm loving this cockpit. I can't wait to fly it. Which side's going to be the main side?
US for the win.
So that one. Yeah, but in a helicopter, that one's the main one.
We're not in a helicopter.
That's true. We're in a spaceship. Oh god. Yeah, the the cabling is long and tedious. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so for who was wondering about the ducts, like if I'm doing like a span like this, if I use these 192s that count equally to the cable limit, it's a very small amount, right? But instead of trying to do this curves and everything, I'm just gonna put a 96 there and then run a pipe, and it'll be, I think it'll be more efficient, all things considered. And then we're also using these containers here as pipes. Yeah, so by connecting the cable to the container, now all of these containers are linked, and if I go all the way to the front of the ship, I'll have power and pipe up there. And I can also put a hardpoint off of these for anything that's on the bottom of the ship as well, like radiators or things like that.
Are you all wired? Is everything wired up already?
Dude, I'm getting there. Come check it out.
Dang. I've been looking at it. I need to finish out the framework of the cockpit. That way, once you're done with that, I can just have you start adding buttons and shit into the,
Oh, I'm gonna do that? Okay.
I mean, you can if you want.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's fun.
What are you guys up to in here?
That should connect, right? I think that'll connect.
I want to put big windows on the sides in the cockpit.
Do it.
I'm not sure if I I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying hard right now to figure out how I want to do spacing and things like that.
Ah, it is Notorious. Hello, buddy.
Hey. I'm loving the look you got going on it now.
Thank you. Are you watching?
I saw the thumbnail.
Nice. Where was that? Oh, this was a one. What? I'm confused. Long one. Yeah, it's
See, I
coming
still
along.
don't know.
It's definitely. I mean, it's always more work than you bargained for. It's a lot of work.
I still don't know how Panda does those angles. He takes it to a whole new level.
Yeah, no kidding. To be honest, though, I think I'm starting to figure it out. Like, working with him, his stuff is starting to make sense.
Once you know it, it's like, cool, I can do that again.
But I saw that you did 15 angles, 15 degree, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just knowing the combination of between 15s and the plates that you're going to have to be using.
Nice.
And just
How about-
being resourceful about and cognitive of where you put certain beams.
So you guys testing the waters by using ducts?
Well, we have to. We are fighting the build limit. So I am using ducts only for long spans,
They did
to reduce
change it.
cable limit.
Yeah, the ducts use pipe and cable.
Yeah,
in the
but
limit now.
very little compared to
they
the
do?
pipe and cable itself. It's very little. So and they also use less voxel volume. So however, they use up object volume while the pipes don't. So I'm basically only using the 192s and the 144s, the super long conduits, and then I'm doing little junctions with the pipe to avoid extra objects.
Ah.
Yeah, I
Very
think I'm
nice.
being clever. I hope it doesn't bite us in the butt eventually.
I'm actually, honestly, I thought you guys were gonna go the route of do the beautification, shell it up, etc. And then with what room you have left on the inside, you would figure out what you could do.
The inside's going to be huge. That's the thing. Like, it's going to be mostly hollow. We couldn't possibly fill it up. I mean, we'll run out of voxel volume long before we fill it up.
Are you guys gonna plan on like maybe having hallways, doors, stairways, etc.?
We'll do what we can, but we're probably. I'm anticipating that we're going to slam into the voxel limit before we're done with it. And we'll probably end up minimizing even more. I mean, we're at 75% on the voxel limit right now. A little more than 75%.
Yeah, I'm adding to it
Uh,
a ton to it right now.
You're less than I am. I'm at 1,800,000,000 on that big 1,000 freighter, but I have all the thrusters and everything on.
Yeah.
I don't think I can add plating at all.
Yeah, we have the thrusters, but we want the plating. Like, this thing has to look good. That's part of it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think we're gonna get there, but there's gonna be like the hangar. I don't think we're gonna be able to plate the whole thing. We're gonna do what we can, but not. And I mean, we keep doing things to minimize it. Like, we're using floor panels because they're thinner for things. Like,
Oh, for voxel volume, yeah.
yeah,
that's
exactly.
smart.
Like, we're doing a ton of stuff to minimize the voxel volume.
Do you have to have that much propellant, or is it just required on that?
No, it doesn't.
The mess.
That'll be one of the things we delete. Another thing we'll delete is we'll delete sections of the cargo boxes under here. So there's still one continuous block of 5 by 38 or whatever it was.
And you
delete
guys
sections.
could finagle cargo crates to help with cable and pipe.
That's what they're for. That's like the only reason they're here. This is so it has this row of 5
And
to
they're
run
really
cables
durable,
all the way
too.
to the front. Yeah, exactly. It's like an armor for the bottom, and then the front the top has a redundant conduit spine, just in case the containers get blown up.
That's what I did with the 1,000 crate plasma thruster. I have all my propellant
Yeah,
in the middle of the ore containers to protect it.
nice.
The only thing that is visible to hit would be the fuel rods, but I got in a corrodium wall.
I'm using a 144, a 192.
I think they'll increase
and a
the
144.
voxel limit once they optimize the game more.
Yeah, I think they will too, but we want this ship before they optimize the game.
Oh yeah. I'm just thinking down the road, this is kind of a huge limitation, more than I thought they would.
I do think the limitation is good. I mean, it definitely makes you build your ship in an efficient way.
Did you see they're having another patch coming up soon?
I did.
That was a bit ago. They said in 6 hours it's going to go down for an hour.
Mm-hmm. Wonder what it'll be. Maybe we'll get mining.
Oh, the tier 11s and the moon.
Yeah, whatever they are.
That would be nice.
If we get the moon, I'm going on a trip tonight to it.
Yeah. Stop the stream.
Honestly, I really want to just go to see if there's PvP zones and fly around and see if I can shoot people.
I definitely like that thinking.
Little change of pace from the, By the way, I don't think I'm gonna make the top of the bridge flat. I think we could do radiators off the top of the bridge too. Or we could do the ice hand stuff off the top of the bridge.
That's a good idea. Would look good.
Kind of break those smooth edges of the ship. And I mean, someone was saying that we need the balls on the top. So maybe those ice hand things are our little balls.
At the same time, we don't want to Star Destroyer the thing, but
I know.
I definitely
Just
think
saying.
some greebling would be nice, and functional greebling is, helpful for limitations, so... Oh, that didn't work well. There we go. I have more stuff wired up than I thought I would have.
I mean, triangle thrusters and them being able to touch each other and pass through pipes and whatnot, it helps.
Oh, it's so much, yeah. Imagine if you had the hard point
Same
each
thing
one.
with batteries.
Imagine if you had the hard point each one.
Oh, that sounds miserable.
Yeah.
Have you tried out the new Waypoint ISAN heading thing?
No.
It's pretty nice. It works pretty well, especially setting up your own waypoints and the headings. I've been able to get exactly back to my mining position by using it.
Nice. I have a pen and paper, though, for that. I can see how it would be useful,
When they
though.
do increase the voxel limit, we need to come revisit the ship.
Oh, I mean, something more epic. Certainly.
Well, I think this thing is... I am happy with how this looks. Like,
Oh, yeah, me
honestly,
too.
I could take this out and be happy to show it off as it is, but...
I feel the same way. I feel like, especially, dude, once we paint it and add decals, even just right now, I think it's going to be stunning. I'm actually really excited for that. Alright, so here's the progress. All the containers are wired up, and all of the rear thrusters are wired up. Not the backward one, but all the rear maneuverability thrusters are wired up, and all the center spines have power and cable.
We're good on object limit right now, right?
On what?
Oh heck yeah, I can spare a little bit of the object limit.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have no problem with that.
Okay, I was a bit
Voxel
worried
limits.
about that.
Voxel limits the current problem.
Because I'm gonna put some hard point. I want to put hard points up on the top here.
Yeah.
Actually,
yep.
what's the thing for the ice hand called?
Receiver or something?
Oh, navigation receiver.
Navigation. The difference between a small and a large.
No, none. Right now, there is no difference. The small will take up less voxel volume, though.
I like less plot. So we need 4 of these, right?
For the quad setup.
No,
which
let's
is
just
more
do 2,
accurate.
dude. The quad makes no sense.
The mono is 1.
Like, let's just do 1. The quad makes no sense.
You only want to do 1?
Yeah. Like, I mean, I'm running... What the heck is going on? Did I mess this up? Oh, no, I didn't. Yeah, I mean, I'm running 1 on the Bumblebee, and it's perfectly accurate. I mean, not perfectly, obviously, but it's more than accurate enough. I feel like doing quad is just a waste of YOLO chip and receivers.
It's only good for, like, long-range Explorer or minor ships.
It's not even a longer range.
The reason the quad works better in the longer range, the
Because
further
it's
you
more
get
accurate.
out,
Yeah.
it starts bouncing thousands on the meters instead of just like 50. So the quad keeps it in line.
That's true. I guess I can see that.
You can also get an estimated speed. You can get your speed.
Oh, more accurately with the quad, yeah.
No, you can get your speed with mono.
Yeah, it's just more accurate with the quad at the longer range. Because I remember when I was flying out there, it was jumping between like 25 and 1,000. It wasn't accurate at all.
Yeah. I don't like wiring. I'm not gonna lie.
It's my least favorite thing. I usually do that after I plate.
Yep. It's definitely not a bad system. I just don't like the tediousness of it.
Totally agree.
I'm doing it nice and quick though. I'm flying through this cabling. Almost got all the thrusters cabled and it's been an hour. I've done all the hard points on the thrusters and almost all the cabling in an hour and a half. It's pretty good for a gigantic ship.
I'm gonna be excited to see you guys how you take the ships or make it into a hangar, like how you connect them into it.
Yeah, we're gonna line the walls with cargo lock beams.
I just know they have issues. I don't know if they've fixed them yet.
Yeah, from what I've heard, if you use enough, the issues get negated. But we'll see. Either way, it's a freaking hangar, dude. Who cares?
Oh yeah. It's so
It'll
annoying
always
though,
be
that the
here.
tractor beams don't work, because that would be a really good thing for you, having tractor beams on
Yeah, that's
left,
true.
right, top, and bottom to hold them in place.
Well, here's the thing. If worse comes to worse, like absolute worst comes to worse, we will put a gigantic Zenith logo on the bottom and the Discord and put it above the station and leave it there.
Sure.
If it's a complete failure. So, like, yeah.
I know it's really scary to do and it'd be really difficult, but there is a way that you could take those fighters and bridge them without using tractor beams or a lock. You weld them together, and then you just undo the welding. They just can't have transponders on them.
Interesting. I haven't heard that one, to be honest with you. Tripping. What am I doing? Why is this not? Hello? There it is. Okay, how did I do that? Over and up. Oh. Nice.
Looks really nice.
No, I'm saying I didn't think about something. I'm not gonna fix it. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, Panda.
Alright, okay.
It's a problem with the plating that you'll never notice unless you're me.
Oh, I
And
mean to look.
yeah, good luck. You might find it.
I see. Sorry, I already can see it. You're down one voxel. Like
No,
12 centimeters.
nothing's offset. Or is it?
Yeah, it
If
is.
it's actually offset,
yeah, it
maybe I
is.
need to fix that.
Yeah, look where I'm at. You're like.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a gap because the frames don't line up. Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. Remember we talked about what we had to do for that. Yeah. You might find it.
For it later.
read my messages again. How's it going up there, Panda?
Playing around with plates and things.
Nice.
That looks actually kind of decent right there. I like that.
Come up there and see for myself in just a second.
I need to clean up the back just a little bit, but I need to mess with some of the framing, but.
Alright, we should have all of the thrusters functional right now. I think. Let's see where it's at. Do I want to know? Oh, we're good, dude. 2,500 out of 10,000 on pipes.
We got plenty of room for pipes.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're gonna I'm expecting to burn at least 1,000 on the cockpit. Probably another 1,000 finishing up the engines. Maybe
1,000 on the cockpit?
Yeah, maybe
like,
not. You're right.
well,
The
everything's
cockpit's
on
fairly small.
boards.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Never mind. Yeah, I'm thinking, and then probably
I guess I have a couple hinges in there.
probably
but,
like 2,000 on the generators and propellant.
I do have a radiator and the little receiver that you need to wire up here, but
Oof.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready for that
See,
yet.
that's kind of annoying because the cable
You
has to
still
go all
haven't.
the way
Also,
around the
you
frame.
still have. You haven't wired up the plasma thrusters yet.
Oh, I haven't done the back thrusters yet. Cause I want it plated first.
What do you think of that top though?
I like it. Looks good. Looks really good, actually.
A little boxier than
I
I
like it.
wanted, but that's okay.
It matches the rest of the ship pretty well.
Yeah.
It needs like that square bit though. Yeah. Pointy bit.
I
here.
think there's a little more that needs to be done.
It's
with
good.
It, but
It's good. I like it. I don't think it. Yeah. It could be touched up, but I don't think it needs. It doesn't need to be redesigned. How are we doing on voxel volume? 15.7 mil out of
Not
20.
but not great either.
Definitely getting there. Are these panels bidirectional? I think they are.
What are?
The panels.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. We can flip them if we need to, but
I'm just asking for cabling purposes.
all we need to do is throw a cable switch on the back side because that's what I've done on all my
Okay, so
other
they are.
builds.
That's what I was asking. Yep. Yeah, what the heck's it called? Panel base. Oh, wait. I have an idea we can save on objects. If you're putting a slider, just power the slider. So for the panels that have a slider, all you have to do is power the slider. And
That works?
Yeah, and you'll power the panel, so you don't have to have that extra socket.
But I mean, for slider, what would you need for that?
What do you mean?
Trying to look at like controls.
Like, or the lever or whatever for like the throttle. If you have a throttle lever on one of these panels, you just power the lever and it'll power the whole panel. So like right here, if you put the throttle lever like on that panel in the middle and with the socket facing forward, I can just run the... Yeah, exactly. Yep, exactly. I can just run that cable down from the front of that lever and that all of this whole board will be powered. Except the one behind it. That's kind of annoying. Put the reverse lever there.
We're gonna put all the levers on here.
No, I think probably throttle, maybe reverse, because that's kind of helpful.
That one I wanted to be the turtle. Like
Okay.
Center.
Yeah, definitely a turtle and a throttle. I don't know, whatever you think. You're definitely better at You're better at aesthetic, but I mean, and I can cable it up. I mean, it's not a big deal. I
mean,
can cable up whatever you build.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to just put a little. That right there. You see where that's at?
Yeah,
That's,
well, yeah, I
have
know.
that
It's
wired
just
to
an
that.
extra part and more cables, but yeah,
Yeah, I know, but
it's not a big deal.
object limit's really not an issue at this point.
No, I don't think object limit will be a problem. We did a good job minimizing the objects. The voxel volume's a different story. We're trying though.
Yeah, I don't want to put any of that right there.
That's a problem. Do you think 18 generators would work? Or sorry, 16 generators would work?
You're having them isolated?
8. Yeah, that would be 16 if I deleted those. Those are too close to the thruster. I'd have to do something different with the socket, which I could do. It would just be annoying.
If they're not, yeah, if you're not connected, you're gonna have to socket and pipe every single one of those generators. If they're all connected, you only need
Yeah,
one power
however,
out.
if they're all connected, you have a depreciating effect on your heat capacity.
That's if you connect 2 or more generators together. Like if they're adjacent to more than 2.
Mm-hmm. So that's why I have them in groups of 2.
Like you could put a line of 50 and it wouldn't matter.
Hey, Nathan Davis, I've got no idea. The max build area is much, much, much larger than the voxel volume. Like, this ship is 75% of voxel volume. I think I'm gonna put them, like, sideways here and then pipe them together. Oh, but then, no, that won't work. Because then they'll have to hold higher capacity. They have to go out the back onto a bus. That's kind of a pain. So there needs to be a beam back here with conduit. And then that conduit needs to run somewhere. Ooh, I can probably jump this gap with a cable. I bet you I can. That's good. I need to find a way to power the central frame, because only the external frame has power. Those batteries are only going to take 1 cable, so that's no big deal. Probably need 2 for redundancy. That. Run a beam under them with conduit on it. Why pipe sockets if you're using rechargeable coolant? Because we're going to use radiators, so the coolant doesn't have to be recharged. Coolant's just there for the radiators. It's probably overkill, but I don't care. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, nice. We got a framing discrepancy. Then I can conduit that whole thing. I like that. It's a blue one and then a red one. Maybe someday I'll learn the difference. Socket. Yeah, ship's gonna have plenty of radiators, don't worry about that. But that's the reason for the pipes.
The one thing I hate about this game right now is placing glass is a pain in the butt.
Oh, yes it is. Just wait till you have to bolt it together.
Want to
Make it simple.
That's
It's
why I'm
really,
trying.
really hard to bolt. Like the Trident T4, sketchiest thing on the planet. You sneeze on the glass and like it's impossible to fix it. Okay, so the generators are all linked together. There's a conduit rail. That's good. You're going to need a bottom frame to hold them all together, which is something else I've got to do. Because I'm sure that's a durability problem. And then that will connect here. I'll go ahead and do that. A little bit.